This is the Godbox, as shown here in the solo variant with tiny little window peaks here. It is a 2x2 double bunkered open core footprint design, as shown here with the first bunker with that HQM wall, and then our second bunker with this sheet metal wall here. Going forward into the open core, we can store over 20 large boxes in the open core, 4 lockers, Tier 3 workbenches, over 50 large boxes worth of storage total within the 4 squares and 3 triangles on each side. We can add additional honeycomb on the sides to clip high walls in and add disconnectable external gates just like that, or we can add wide gaps and disconnectable external gates. Alright, it's going to be super nice and super easy. Keep in mind the Godbox is actually just the 2x2 double bunkered open core. And then you can expand it any way you want with wide gaps for a larger raid cost than a shell, or just the high walls and an external. And we will go ahead and show you how to do the NIKKLEZ external that we'll be working today on Force Wipe, by the way. But before that, we're just going to do a tiny base tour on the 2x2 open core Godbox here. We have 2 battery bunkers on each side, just like this, free-handed, optional. You can just do a window right there if you don't want this open spot for a turret. Again, optional. We have our double door jump up entrance here that is compound orientated. There's our nasty open core. This is compound orientated to be on the same side, just like this, for a nice, easy transition to the other side of the compound, just like that. And we'll hop up in here. We have 5 drop boxes, shotgun traps on the jump ups, a window with the embrasure so they can't loot our boxes. If you don't have the embrasure, they can loot your boxes. Double armor door jump up with shotgun traps. Bird above, peak downs for the open core. Tons of boxes, about 20 large boxes. We have 2 individual half walls that we will use to put our electricity on the inside or outside, just so they have to change their raid path to build them both. And we have our jump up paths over here to our bedrooms and our open core. We have our double bunkered chute. Down here we have more boxes under there. We have hidden pseudo pixel gaps between our boxes with hidden lockers right there in case you didn't catch that. And then we'll come down here into the double bunkered God Shed core, just like this. And we have our nice crazy God Shed core with our factory. That is very hard placement, the 4 E-furnaces on the bottom with 3 barrels. And then we have the factory with the oil refinery again. If you don't want the oil refinery down here, you can fit way more boxes in here. Come up to your double bunker. This one is openable both ways, from inside or outside. This one does have to be open from outside. So it's not that bad. You could open the outside one from your upper bags once you're online for the day. And coming up to the chutes to the bedroom, we have triangle chute style single door peaks over where our compound gate entrances will be. The tricos on 2 sides with 2 windows on each give you 2 angles on the corner of the bedroom with some turrets. There's supposed to be there's a turret right there, and you have the patricos over here, 2 vending machines that drop down into your open core peaks like this, and those are 2 garage doors, so 6 rockets to get in there anyway. And then we do have a sealed roof up here. You can make these sheet metal, you can make a roof access, but we just have this as a nice little nasty solo to duo 2x2 here. And again, you can expand this however way you want. But we're just going to show you a couple ways in the main 2x2 core, and you could do it however you want. But this is just a nasty way to do it within the 3 triangles on each side in the double bunker core. Even if this one, even if they splash this is just this side, so they still have to go through all 3 garage doors, so it's still just like this sheet metal, and it's dirty, and it's super nice, and it's super easy. Alright, it's super easy to build. All you gotta do is start with an L-shaped 1x3 like this, and start with your TC over here, whichever way you want for your shelving unit. And then when you are ready to expand, we're just going to go ahead and do the God Shed wall stack bunker. We're just going to come out like this, opposite of our full wall here, so they have to wrap around. Again, not from this side, so that when they blow our bunker, they get TC as well. We're just going to build 8 squares out. We're going to demolish everything here, just like we would on a regular server, including that fake upgrade wasting our stone. And then we're just going to build back with 4 hexagons and fly over there like a regular server. And once you're back with 4 hexagons, you're going to come back square after it, 2 triangles, and then to build your 5 triangles for your god shed, you're going to come out like that. And then we're just going to go ahead and upgrade all of these. And then we're going to build our honeycomb out for our 2x2. And again, I like to do this solo. Let me brutalize all these. Brutalized. And I like to do this solo as like stone and sheet block. Like the best 2x2, I think, for like stone and sheet. As a solo, and then we're just going to go ahead and all hard side this one. We can upgrade that later. And we'll just go ahead and do the honeycomb all like this on each side, leaving the center one empty. We can upgrade everything later. We will wrap this around fully on our bunker wall here like this. Then when we finish our 2x2 of floors here, we'll be able to put our bunker wall here, upgrade it, lay it down with twig, and then put a floor off of our bunker here. Break our twig wall, and now our bunker is nice and openable. And we need to put a floor at half height here, but not the half wall, because the half wall will prevent us from opening our bunker. Additionally, if we put a lantern here, our teammates won't be able to place door frames here to accidentally brick our bunker and upgrade them, but we will still be able to place our roof there. And then for our chute up here, we want a half wall for our honeycomb, our vertical honeycomb like this. So we want to pour these up here, pour these up for our honeycomb. In our stage 2, we need to create the second bunker up here. So we want this half wall like this for our pancake layer, which we can go ahead and create now. This, and you can upgrade these to sheet if you don't have, or if you have the materials, you won't be able to see them again. And like that, upgrade your chute. And you want another half wall right here, and a frame up here. And then your bunker wall is going to be off of this one right here. So now when you place this roof right here, you may need to jump up here. I'm going to slant that roof down. And now we just need to make sure we place the floor right to not seal the bunker, so we can't place it off that wall. Everything still here is decaying yet, but that's fine. At any point we could temporarily attach these with this roof dynamic structure right here. Like this. You could temporarily attach them. And if someone shoots them out, you could just replace them. So this is not decaying right now. We could do that for our stage 2 while we have this open. And now everything is sealed here, and now we have 2 bunkers. It's hard to open it from this way, you kind of have to jump up here. And for these right here, we want to use windows and lockers for the majority of these. I did that wrong on these. Still in the demolish timer. We want windows and lockers. Didn't do it wrong over here, just on these 2. Windows and lockers on these 2 sides. Now you want windows and lockers right here. And you would need the lockers created beforehand to do that, or you could just do full on honeycomb. Doesn't really matter. We'll just do honeycomb for a bit better raid cost, I guess. Or you could do lockers on either side. Two sides, just two triangle honeycombs like this. And then a floor covering it. That's going to be our jump up. And then we want a double door here, a window here, like this, 4 open core. And then we want opposite sides right here, half wall, and window for the retake, and then shoot up like this. Triangle frame for stability. Garage door wraparound and triangle frame jump up. Just like that, and then we want one more wall all the way up here. And we want this sealed off right here. It's going to be redundant honeycomb over there. 3 garage doors here. This one's optional right here, but it's good to have a drop box lever in like this. And if you're doing wide gaps, you could also still do this. Do your wide gaps on this side. And then we want a frame drop down right here. And then you can see all this up. Come up here. Full wall everything here. Just like that. And then we are going to do a full wall here like this. I mean a full floor set right here. Then a window on this side. On this side we could do a wall first under here. Tricky of a build. Wall first under here. Conceal that one. Wall right there. Should have done that from the inside. Have a teammate shoot that out, molly that or something. That was bad. Now that fell. Come off that one, I think. Yeah. Ooh, that's the wrong side. Alright, now that's on that side. That's where we're going to put our turret. And this side above the bunker. And all 3 floors right here. And this one may need to come off the inside right here. Or it may need to come off the outside. We'll do that outside. Like that, put your 3 floors right here. And your window right there. On this one, you want a half wall, or you can do a full wall right here. And that's your other turret spot. You can seal this up. That. So come down to here, honeycomb, honeycomb. Jump ups, and then this is where you wouldn't have backwards walls because you're flying around no clip. And this is where you could do freehand on these, or you would have to demolish this because I did not account for that. Or I like to just do like a window, depending on if you want the wide gaps, you want it ongoing, you could just do a regular wall stack right here for another bunker, or you could freehand it. I guess we'll just freehand one and put this up here. That. And we can go ahead and honeycomb the same foundation pattern on our wall stack side. Again, at any point in time here, you can go ahead and connect these with the temporary roof piece like this. And you can make them wood and hatchet them out. Now nothing is decaying like this while we're building everything up here, or just twig. That's what I do. Now that we have our open core here, we're just going to go ahead and do window, single door window, and then window, single door window on all of them. And one is going to be our vending machine, and one's going to be our compound drop down chute piece. Make sure that is on these ones. This one I should have left the twig. Did not leave the twig, I upgraded it to stone. But make sure that's the one with the frame that we're going to be shooting down and dropping down on. And then these can be vending machines on this side with our bunker and our... We need that floor on it. Fix that. Yeah. It grew a lot easier. Couple garage door there. Single door frame here, single door frame here. If you wanted wide gaps, you would put a garage door right here for the entrance to your wide gaps. Again, single door right here, door right here for our jump up style peaks. Look down. Door right here. Half wall right here. Double garage door. That. Half wall right here on the vending machine side. This looks like we need to get on this this portion right here. I had it on the wrong plane style. And just like that, we could put the frames right here for our jump up style peaks for the solo style. Right here. And you can do another one right there. We won't have one right here. All odd, but we could try. And then we'll put more square frames here, and we'll go ahead and seal everything off and permanently connect them. For the solo version and for the duo version, we will go ahead and make for this here. Looks like I have the half on the wrong one. My floor is on the wrong one. That's what it is. My floor is on the wrong one. I'm still well within the demolish timer. My floor right here. Now I can put my frame right here and make a chute. Just like this. This one on the wall stack side, and then put this roof right here. Now they're all connected for our connection, and we'll just seal one of these off just so it doesn't look absolutely horrible. Do like this, and then this will connect the base. And now we can add these. This. And let's do two. They're kind of stupid. And we'll just go ahead and do the roof like this. You may need to upgrade one to sheet metal on each side to make them not flip over. In fact, let's just make this one side sheet metal like that. And then now they'll be nice and even for this cool style crown base, just like that, and you would have it very nice and easy. And then you can do your half walls here like this, and make the tricos right here. Each one of these, and you can cover them like this and put a large box there. And you would just put a window on that one. And then you can again put tricos all around here. Got to do the honeycomb on this side. Very easy. And go ahead and put the tricos here. And you could do the frame one here. Like this. That's what I mean by you could have like an angle down when you have this roof up here, when you have the headspace, you get a nice angle down. And just like that, you would have the tricos on all of them. You have your Godbox, and then again you can just do the freehand right here, like easy 79er. Just go ahead and freehand one of those right there, and then when you lay that down, the floor over it, you put a roof there, but it's kind of lame. And then you put the frame out like this, not off the wall. Up there, you might need to get up on here, like that. Now it's attached, and we can swap it to a triangle, like this. And then we can go ahead and upgrade everything and add the NIKKLEZ external. Alright, so to do the NIKKLEZ disconnectables, we're just going to make whatever gatehouses you want. We're just going to want a square in front of ours. We're just going to build out just like how we would for a normal gatehouse, one that's just like this. We're just going to do something really, really standard here. And we're just going to add the NIKKLEZ disconnectable to it. It's just incredibly easy, just like how you would do any previous disconnectable. And we're just going to do this one right here. This. We're 1.5 up, and we're going to put a triangle roof here with a trick on each side, and then that way it won't block the turret's line of sight. Just like that. And then to make it disconnectable, all you do is the same thing. You don't need any half walls. We're just going to build out straight 4 squares. And if we didn't already go out a bit for this foundation for the gatehouse, like if we tried to do this right next to it, we need to go out a bit more. But since we already have the gatehouse, we should be right. And then just like that, after 4 squares, very nice and easy. We're at the exact distance, and then you're just going to do 3 triangles at the end of the 4 squares. And you can upgrade the outer 2 triangles just like you would with the freehand bunker. Upgrade the top 3 roofs. Single door for this one, so you get that big conditional corner. Double half wall, just upgrade the top. And you can demolish everything here. And then you can connect all of these with 4 square frames. And then when you break this lower half wall here, this connects right there. Very nice. Some NIKKLEZ there. And then we're just going to go ahead and freehand the square in front of it right here for a 79er. Very easy. And if you don't know how to do that, you just practice that on a build server. Very nice and very easy. And we're just going to build back to get that as a triangle. And then now you have your disconnectable right here with the same bunker like this. Come in here, shoot that out. Break that, replace it. Replace this. And now you have your disconnectable. And then you would just be able to put a high wall here. And before you place a high wall, sometimes you would want to do a double layer of stone right here, like this. And then you can put the barricades right here, or barricades up here. And then you can just clip your high walls in like this between your tricos right there. And it's not much of a gatehouse. You could do a different one where you could have peaks outside too. But that's just, it's really easy to clip it into the wall right there. And then you just be able to add a disconnectable external to it, and it's just this kind of disconnectable that'll be working really nice and really easy for 4 square frames. Additionally, if you were wanting to expand with regular Widegaps, you can go ahead and just do your Widegaps off the center like this, with your 4 squares out. for your externals as well, and come back with like your normal wide gaps. You can create whatever style you want of wide gaps, something like this. Something like this. You can go ahead and create something and then still have the full wall honeycomb on this one and still have the wide gaps here, and you can create some pretty cool wide gap beads, just standard 2x2 stuff here, like this. And again, when you want to do wide gaps, instead of the chute down there, you would have a double door frame, and then you can create pretty cool peaks or whatever you want to do with whatever you want. We could just go ahead and do some of these, and then when you go ahead and honeycomb this right here, and add a half wall on top, double frames on each side, and a single door frame backed by 2 full walls like this, you can create a nice jump up chute for our roof peaks like that. And we can do one right there. We'll do one with a window right here and just a trico. Window right here, and do one of those right there again. Like that, and then we can have an airlock right here, and have a shotgun trap area under there with that half wall, and then do the same thing here for like a trico, and then add 2 triangle frames here, and then a away facing frame there, a rear facing triangle roof there, and that will cover anybody's ability to get an angle on you under there. Then you can add triangle pieces here, and that's just one way you can do a wide gap on here. And again, you could do it off on the side here, but you would just come out 4 square frames for your NIKKLEZ one. Come over here. And I'm like right on the edge, so I would have to make a better compound gate because I have these triangles sticking out farther than where I'm at. So I would probably do something like this, and then come out 4 square frames like this, and then put my TC, and then do my NIKKLEZ disconnectable right there, and then I could have an airlock like this. Like that with my NIKKLEZ disconnectable right there. And that was just how you would make the wide gaps on it, and then we could do that on each side, and then make the actual jump up here with like actual jump up with windows or something like this. And you could do this on 2 sides and have turrets under here, and then have your peek downs, peek ups right here like this for some wide gaps, and you can do that on each side, and it's going to be super nice and super easy. Again, just different ways. I have like 27,000 different variants of this. I think I went to 43 different save files for the Godbox. Very nice and very easy.